Today on the show, we're going to be talking about Deadpool, the first R-rated superhero Marvel movie ever. And I loved it.
Yeah, Deadpool, baby.
Okay, so...
I'm back. Robot's back.
Robot's back.
2016 is going to be the year of Robot.
It's all you.
And the year of Deadpool.
And the year of Deadpool. This movie is a highly experimental movie for Fox. It doesn't have a huge budget. I feel like the only reason it got made is because Ryan Reynolds just wouldn't let it die. And as a super fucking biased X-Men fan, I'm super biased about the X-Men. I made 2 fucking hour-long documentaries about the X-Men last year. I'm getting ready to make another one right now, okay? I was so excited to see Colossus and Negasonic Teenage Warhead. So here's a plot summary for the movie. Obviously, this movie is going to be an origin story. We've never seen Deadpool before. But what I loved about this is that they did it in a non-linear fashion. They start from the middle where he's already Deadpool, and then we do flashbacks to see what happened and how he got to where he is today, and I really appreciated that they did that. Deadpool, if you didn't know, is a huge character. Every time I go to conventions, I see 1 million people dressed up as Deadpool. He's super famous within the comics community, but he's not so famous that your mom knows who he is because he's talks about butt fucking all the time and chimichangas and stuff, so your mom's not gonna be into Deadpool. So yeah, he's an interesting character. Fun fact, within the comics, Deadpool is a character who is aware of the fact that he is a fictional comic book character and he does talk to the audience. And they carried that tradition into the movie. I can't tell you how much I loved the fact that they made fun of the fucking bullshit they did with Deadpool in that Wolverine's origin movie. They made fun of the Green Lantern thing. I mean, this movie makes fun of all the bad, terrible decision making that has gone on in the past, which I totally appreciated.
Tell me about the characters in the movie.
So let's talk about the characters in the movie. We'll start with Wade Wilson, Deadpool. Are you kidding me? Okay, just like Robert Downey Jr. with Tony Stark and how, he brought something to that character, Ryan Reynolds does the exact same thing for me personally. Deadpool, I've never been a huge Deadpool fan of the comics. I really liked him in the Remender run on X-Force, but otherwise I'm meh, whatever. But seeing Ryan Reynolds, I get it now. I have to be totally honest with you guys. I've never loved Ryan Reynolds in anything. I've never been oh wow, he really nailed that role. But as Deadpool, somehow Ryan Reynolds balances cool and funny and hot at the same time, and that's a fucking hard line to walk, all right? That's not anyone can do that, all right? It's
something me and him have in common.
Well, and I think the main reason why Ryan Reynolds really works for this is because Ryan Reynolds, to me, as much as Deadpool, has always been just slightly annoying. Not I hate him, but you're just kind of annoyed when you see him. And when you have an actor like that, and then you combine that with the character who's also supposed to be that, it totally works. And all of a sudden you're holy shit, I love this guy. And that's totally what happened.
We can't allow this, Deadpool.
I don't have time for your X-Men bullshit, Colossus.
And as much as I love Deadpool, fucking Colossus stole my heart. I can't even tell you. As I've said earlier, I'm super biased, but it was so great to see Colossus finally done right for the first time. They fucked him up so bad in those other movies. He looked so shitty. He didn't have the striations on him. It's just put the fucking marks on him. And they finally did it. And he looked great. And it was awesome. And I love that whoever was writing this, really understood the character. They did the research. They read the comics. They understood that even though he's this huge tank and he's a really strong guy, he's not a violent person, and that he has a really fucking good heart inside of him, and that he cares about other people, and he cares about the world, and he cares if you've had breakfast or not, and he cares if you've had a nip slip. It's amazing. I just absolutely loved it. I absolutely love Colossus. It was great to see an X-Men having fun and being light and just being the X-Men that I know and love in a movie.
What are your criticisms of Deadpool?
So here are my criticisms, my personal feelings on the thing, which there are very, very few of them because I went into this movie totally neutral. I was hoping that this movie was gonna be great, but I was this movie could totally be terrible. So I was right at the line. And then I was wow, wow, this movie is great because it totally exceeded my expectations. But I would say that the Ajax scenes went on maybe a little bit too long, like the tiniest bit too long. My only other nitpicky small criticism is that Gina Carano's character of Angel Dust seemed a little bit overpowered to be dealing with Colossus, because Colossus is an A-lister. Like, he's the fucking X-Men's tank, okay? He can, like, deal with some fucking shit, all right? And so I felt like it should be her with some other people or something. I felt like he needed a little bit more because he's, like, a super badass. You've been very quiet today, Robot. I thought you'd have a lot more to say about the Deadpool movie. I thought you'd be more excited.
I didn't get to see it.
Oh.
I'm only 14 years old.
Oh, no. You're only 14.
They wouldn't let me in the theater.
Oh, what a bummer. Too bad for you.
And then I pirated the movie and I got a virus.
Oh, virus. Oh, it's the worst. So what is so significant about the Deadpool movie? I would say them getting the characters right is a huge fucking situation, okay? Because Fox has a terrible track record with getting fucking comic book characters right. All right? Look at their first try at Deadpool. It was pretty bad. Okay? So it was so wonderful to finally see them learning their lesson, doing the character, giving him just his costume that he normally has, and it works, and it looks great, and giving him the white eyes, it looks amazing, and they gave him the same personality, and they didn't change it all up all crazy, and guess what? The thing that works in the comic books that's been universally agreed upon for however many decades is also working in the movies. What a world! What a world! And to also see the X-Men finally be done right, I mean, it makes me so sad that you have to, like, sneak them into another movie so they can have fun somewhere, because they can't have fun in their own movies because their movies are so fucking depressing. When I was a little girl, I was growing up in fucking Alabama, all right? It sucked, all right? It was terrible. And the X-Men gave me hope for the future. Like, I saw that cartoon and I was like, fuck, I've got special powers. I'm different than all these people. Maybe I can grow up one day and find my own family and be fucking awesome, right? So, like, they gave me hope for life, and that's why I love them so much. Whereas Bryan Singer's vision is just fucking depressing. Like, it's just black and blue and just like, oh, everything sucks all the time. And, like, they never have fun. They're never in the fucking yard playing baseball. They're never having interpersonal relationships that are fun. They're never having fucking color. Like, there's none of the fun shit of X-Men that made me fall in love with them, and that makes me sad. So I love seeing a little bit of that in this movie. And the biggest reason why this movie is as significant as it is because, as I stated earlier, it is an R-rated official superhero movie with a Marvel character in it. And I've just been waiting so long to see an R-rated movie for me that isn't for some dumb fucking kids that they can't fucking see anything because their parents are lame, even though they've already seen everything. They have the internet. Why the fuck are we protecting kids from movies when they have the internet? I have no fucking clue. It was amazing. It was wonderful to just see Deadpool say shit and fuck, and to see titties, and to see people having sex, and to see people getting their fucking heads cut off, and to seeing his little weird hand growing back. Like, I just loved it. I loved seeing all the R-rated stuff. I mean, can you imagine, like, remember when I was a kid, there was all sorts of R-rated movies coming out, like RoboCop, and like Total Recall and all this crazy shit. And then now you see them today being remade as PG-13 movies that suck a bag of dicks because they're made for fucking 13-year-olds. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm so excited to have a movie for adults. Thank God. Go see this movie 3 times, 5 times. Like, go see it as much as you want, because I want to encourage the studio to make more R-rated films, because I like R-rated films. I liked R-rated films when I was 7, and I still like them today. So fuck you. You know, I saw this whole thing, like, I mean, we've all seen it. Grace Randolph was saying something about how they should make a PG-13 or fucking Deadpool for fucking kids, whatever. They show a PG-13 cut for younger viewers, you know? And then, of course, like, why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? Like, Deadpool is a meta-retarded, weirdo, fucked up, like, troll character. So, like, of course, like, people online are gonna create a Deadpool fucking thing that's gonna go back and say, oh, fuck you, kid. Like, there's no way you're gonna get a PG-13 movie. And after watching this movie, like, there's no way you could cut this into a PG-13 movie. There's no way, and I love it. I love it for the fact that it will never be a PG-13 movie. And also, I love it for the fact that this is going to encourage children to find their older brother or older sister, to find that older kid up the street, have them torrent this shit, and download it for them so they can watch it secretly when their parents aren't watching, because that's the fucking most fun of your life when you're a kid. Like, I remember seeing RoboCop in my best friend's parents' like basement den because her older brother found it. And it like made my head explode, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me. So yes, sex and violence for the children, cursing, they're gonna love it. They'll be exposed to it eventually. It's fine. Go see the Deadpool movie.
Oh no, the children!
Ah!
We're
What
gonna
are they
ruin
gonna
the children!
do? Oh, they heard the word fuck! Ah! Ah! They're ruined for life! They're ruined!
Have you been drinking today?
Maybe. Maybe a little bit. A little bit. But I don't care. I know I have a vagina and I should be more whatever about kids, but it's just like, fuck kids.
Did you just say F kids?
And don't forget to like my video, to subscribe to my channel, and to follow me on Instagram and Twitter and all those wonderful things, because you know what, kids? It's Valentine's Day, and show your love, all right? If you love this fucking review, then show me some love.
Hurry up.
Fuck it.